Yes, you saw the title and read it well. That's correct. Steven Moffat looks set to be returning to Doctor Who. I'm a little bit slow to cover this news. Uh, I've seen it's been making the rounds for the past day or two online already, and I thought I'd just, put another video out. I haven't uploaded in a little while, so I thought I'll make one. So yes, it's Steven Moffat. He's been set to return. That's what everyone's saying. That's what the rumors are. Um, and we've got some proof. We've got some things to show you. Got some news articles to look at. So we'll just jump straight in. So we've got this little screenshot here, or this picture. I can't remember exactly where this has surfaced. I think I've got a news article up in a minute that I'm going to show you that I think maybe explains this a bit more. But yeah, as you can see, don't know where this image came from. It's been making the rounds on X. So as you can see here, Series 15 Christmas special. So that'll be for 2024. We've got the director, Alex Pilali. Now, I could be wrong when I say this, but I was watching the Null Zone stream last night, and PD, as you know, he's been on my channel. He said that I think he knows him or something like that. He's a good guy, so he knows who this person is. Um, I could be wrong, but of course, yes, as it says right under the bottom there, it says writer Steven Moffat. Now, I believe that this was quickly taken down. As you can imagine, these things, these leak all the time. Things leak, and then they make swift effort to take it down. It's common practice. We see it all the time. Um, there's nothing new there. But yeah, a bit of a shock to be honest. I mean, but then again, it should it because if you've been listening to the Null Zone, he's been saying this for a long, long time. From his sources that Stephen Moffat was going to come back. It was rumored quite heavily, I think. And it just goes to show again that yet again, Noel has covered another rumor, and he's yet to be, and he's been proven right once again. But of course, no one ever gives him the credit for it. But we do on this channel because we like to thank Noel because he helped spawn this channel. I wouldn't be doing this if he didn't help give me the confidence to make this channel. So you know, we 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 thank where we came from. So what do I think of this? It's good. I mean, you know, Stephen Moffat. In hindsight, we kind of look back retrospectively. I know, we criticized a lot of things at the time, but we didn't quite know how good we got it. And whatever we did criticize back then, that was to the best of the knowledge that we had then. That was the reality that we were living at that time. But it's hindsight is a brutal but perfect thing. It's just one of those things. But yeah, it's not only that. We've got a news article to look at, so we'll get into that now. But so yes, this screenshot, this picture, this image, been making around. So I don't know where it's from, but when I get into this article, I'm sure it'll tell us. So I just share my screen. Um, yep. Where is it? Here it is. Put it on. Right, okay, so it says here, Doctor Who Stephen Moffat returns to write 2024 Christmas special. Let's give this a look. The BBC isn't commenting on the timey-wimey reports. Yeah, I bet they're not. Because again, scroll down here. Published Tuesday, 12th of March, so 2 days ago. Right. More than 6 years after his final episode of Doctor Who aired, it appears that former showrunner Stephen Moffat may be returning to write a new episode of the sci-fi show, I should say. While the news has not yet been confirmed, it was picked up on Tuesday, 12th March, that producer Alison Sterling's CV had been updated to note that she had worked on the show's 2024 Christmas special. Underneath this, it was noted that director of the episode is Alex Pilali, while it was stated that the writer is one Steven Moffat. The notes regarding the writer and director of the episode have since been removed. Right, so that'll be the image that I've just shown you there. That'll be the where that explains where it's come from. When approached by RadioTimes.com, the BBC took Dairy Girls. I never watched it, but yeah, she's going to be in that. One factor which may throw doubt on the idea that Moffat has written the sequel is that Russell T Davies previously said that he was himself was writing it back in 2022. Yes, I believe that was in Doctor Who magazine, and I thought that myself. I was fairly certain that he was writing it. It was, you know, I think it was not last Christmas, but maybe the Christmas before. I'm pretty sure, he used to do, we're hard at work, you we're quick ahead, and we're planning a special or something like that. So, yeah, so it's a bit of a, but then again, RTD's constantly throwing out red herrings and, stuff like that. But then again, it's one thing to throw out a red herring, but if I'm paying for Doctor Who magazine and you're lying in it, okay, yeah, it might be a surprise, but I'm paying for a magazine full of lies. Uh, and well, yeah, I don't know. Fuck me. Writing in a previous issue of Doctor Who magazine, Davis said, "For the first time ever, I am writing a Christmas special at Christmas. And this isn't for next year. No, 2023 script has been long since signed off. The new one is for end of year 2024. Yes, I remember that. I can't remember which one it was, but I do definitely remember reading that in that issue. Rumors have since been swirling for some time that Moffat might be returning to write an episode during Davis's era of the show. Rumors he has repeatedly denied. Yep. And, Stephen Moffat is constantly saying, he's constantly being asked recently as well. I think he was asked just recently. I can't remember what it was, but was it the BAFTAs? I think it might have been, where it looked Stephen Moffat was absolutely hammered, and he was talking about Shooty and you know just basically again saying that he's done his time, he's tired, he's left the show, the typical stuff. A little bit more there. 2024 Real Times cover party. Moffat told RadioTimes.com, "Look at my aging face. How can I fit in?" And I know because I've seen the feedback that people think I'm being evasive on the subject. The truth is, if I say anything negative about Doctor Who, it goes everywhere, like boom, everywhere, right? Yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter what he says. He could say no, and then people will still think he's, they'll read too much into it, and they'll think him saying no, he means a thousand different things. So it doesn't matter what he says because it'll end up getting taken and extrapolated in different ways anyway by different people who want to see their own confirmation bias. Um, it doesn't exactly bring joy to the world, but it doesn't exactly bring joy to the world that I just say something negative about Doctor Who. The fact is, it's fine without me. We are doing out the 2024 Christmas special will guest star Bridgerton's Nicola Cullen, while Shooter Cat will be starring as the 15th Doctor. Coughlin. I think that's Coughlin. So yeah, I think that's. I should have another article. I'll have a look at another one. It's always best to look at more than one article, I think, on on one particular subject. Um, let's go to the what else I can find. It's Radio Times. So we'll go on Doctor Who TV, see what they've got to say. But yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? It depends on what new direction of what the show is going in. It's doing a lot of new things. You know, having you know I think Moffat has spoken previously as well about how I'm pretty sure he said something about it'd feel a bit awkward, being a ex showrunner to then step back and then just go back to writing singular episodes for a different showrunner. Considering that he's been in that position himself, which I could sort of get, but you know, again maybe another red herring. You never know in this business, but I suppose time will tell. Um, so we've got another one here. Stephen Moffat prematurely surfaced online. Moffat was set to contribute to the upcoming Series 14, specifically Episode 3, starring Ncuti Gatwa. However, Alan Sterling, I don't know who that is, CV, the producer behind, oh, maybe that's who, the producer behind the 2024 Christmas special, conspicuously mentioned Moffat as the episode's writer. This was, of course, was eventually removed, but you can see how it did look below. Yeah. So again, that says it a bit more actually there. Um, Pretty much as you can see it, isn't it? It's literally, you know, right there in clear. I don't know what which pay. It's a CV. Is this person the producer on this particular episode? Stephen Moffat. Yeah. But again, it's interesting, is it? Because Russell has said himself that he's writing it. So, you know, I'm not really sure what's going on. It's plausible Moffat is leading his writing talents to multiple episodes spanning both series 14 and the Christmas special, though it would buck the trend for the incumbent showrunner not to write Doctor Who's festive outing. Well, yeah, and as we just said, Russell himself stated that he was writing it. On top of that, RTD had previously talked about writing the special himself, so something isn't quite adding up. Still, even if Moffat is not writing the Christmas special, Series 14 episode is still not off the cards. With the new run only a couple of months away now, yeah, and the fact that we've still got no promotion for it is ridiculous. It's only just a matter of time before we know the extent of his involvement for sure. So, yeah, so we've seen two articles there that are covering it. Again, my thoughts. I mean, I know I like Stephen Moffat. I didn't like everything he did. Series 6 is far from one of my favorites. Um, but on the whole, a lot of people prefer him to RTD. A lot of people think he was better. Um, so for those people, great. I think they work better together. I think RTD, no, actually, no, Stephen Moffat, in my view, I think was at his best when he was under RTD. Look at some of his scripts. Like The Empty Child, Blink. No, I think that that partnership of Russell and Moffat is a really genuinely good one. Um, Again, some of my favourite Moffat episodes are ones where he was under RTD. Again, Series 4, The Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead, you know, iconic stories, fantastic. These are, and there's a reason they're so fantastic because, they were what landed him the showrunner's job eventually anyway. Um, but it's good, you know, I think Russell has said himself that he sent Stephen Shuty's audition tape. Um, Now again, he could have just sent that as a mate. Oh look what look, this is my actor. Have you seen what I'm back in the showrun now. I'm back a showrunner now. Have you seen what Shuty? You probably is that as one showrunner to another or to a former one. To do Doctor Who showrunners. Hey, look at this. What do you think? Or you could have sent it to him both as a friend and you know as a sort of hint, is like this is the actor, this is his audition script, this is the type of doctor that he's going to be. I'm going to send it to you so you can get a basis of what he's like, so you can write an episode. I think Charlotte again, Queen Charlotte mentioned this on Null Stream last night. You know, which makes sense because if you're going to write for a new doctor, unless you're Pip and Jane Baker who had to sort of write an episode for the doctor, write a doctor episode without knowing who the doctor would be. Um, it's pretty much I think it's not advisable to write an episode for a doctor that you wouldn't know. So if you're going to write an episode, you'd want to know what the doctor is like. You'd probably want to see what an audition or see a clip or something like that. Or see some footage, and obviously it wouldn't be logical for him to have seen the Christmas episode and then write one because that Christmas 2024 special was written well in advance. It was written months and months and months ago, probably last year. I mean, they're literally filming series 2 now. Um, so that's all done and dusted. So yeah, you know, Stephen Moffat coming back. It's a Christmas special. Will this be open? Will this open the floodgates? Will more former writers come back? Think about the more like Toby Whithouses, of the world. the previous sort of show, keep saying showrunners, the previous writers of the show gone past, with this open for the floodgates for them, you know, I can't imagine that though. I mean, I think Steven Moffat is probably the exception. I can't imagine it seeing Russell go back. I feel like he'd probably want to go forward with a new breed of writers. Um, you know, but the question remains to be seen, I think. But it's Stephen Moffat, Stephen Moffat Christmas specials were particularly my favourite. I think the Snowman here that I've got up was a decent one. Of course, A Christmas Carol, its first one was perfect. I wasn't so fussed on that one initially, but I grew to like that one. And of course, Twice Upon a Time, Capaldi's last story. It's probably the least Christmassy, but it's a Christmas special. And I like it. So, and of course, Time of the Doctor as well. Matt Smith's, the 11th Doctor's final story. But yeah, so this 16 minutes. I think probably end the video there. Steve Moffat looks set to return. Um, Let me know what you think. I'm sure people have all sorts of varied opinions on it. Especially in regards to the state of that the show is in right now. Is is bringing back two of the the more popular writers of New Who. It's a double team of Moffat and RTD. Because they're going in a new direction. They're doing new things, and you know, not all of it's working. Some of it is. It's a risk, and you know, I will say this. Just because they keep talking about change. Change is good. Change this. Change this. Oh, it's all about change. Change isn't always good. You know, Changing things for the sake of it isn't always good. Sometimes being conservative, being more true to what was done in the past, how the show was run in the past. All these new changes. Shooting not having a set costume, I think, is a negative thing. Um, doesn't give him that identifying look. If, I think there's talk about it that Shooter's gonna have a different screwdriver in his second season. Again, unnecessary changes, constant changes to the theme tune. I think I remember reading Doctor Who magazine when Murray Gold was announced to be coming back, that he kind of teased the idea of, no, why not have a new theme tune for the second season? It's constant change, and sometimes it's too much change too quickly. And I like I just said, change things for the sake of it. Change for change's sake isn't always good. Um, but yeah, Stephen Moffat coming back. Let me know what you think. I thought I'd just do another video because I hadn't uploaded in 2 or 3 weeks. So and I want to trying to keep as consistent as I can. Got a live stream that I'm planning on doing with Noel eventually. I'm gonna probably sort that out and get in contact soon. Um, so yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think Stephen Moffat should stay well clear? Is this, you know, is this RDD finding he can't do it on his own? Does he need extra support? Does he need the help? I don't know. Anything could happen. Anything goes. That's the nature of the beast. Uh, so thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if that's what you'd like. If you like the video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, definitely leave a dislike if that's what you want to do. It's up to you. And I shall see you shortly. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.